All right. Welcome back to episode 51 of I Would Like to Blow My Nose. What's up? Miss you a bunch. Past week has been pretty interesting. I think I remember the last time. I had to record the video early and send it out early because I was afraid the storm might knock out my power for the day. And guess what? Like the fucking prophet that I am, literally like a bit after, I'm not gonna say how long because that would be, don't worry about it, but not very long after, the power went out. And it went out for the whole day, just like I said it was. And then, right, but while the power was out, first off, it was super hot and humid because of the storm, right? So it was pretty ass. I just kind of like laid in bed the whole time. Um, just super like hot. um, I'm trying to think like what else did I do? I like sat in my dad's car while it was like turned on. Don't worry, I wasn't gonna like die of like, what do you call it? Carbon monoxide poisoning or whatever because of the gas, because his car is electric, so we're all good, right? Um, that was like the only source of AC. Uh, but yeah, nobody else went in his car, which is, I mean, it's better for me. But I mean, they have old people, they have babies. I mean, I don't see why not, but to each their own. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I just kind of did nothing that day, and it was too hot to sleep. And so yeah. And then at the end of the day, my dad calls me, right? Because we get at least like signal. Like the internet didn't work, but we could like call each other. Um, so I couldn't like be on Instagram or anything. And even if I could, right, the only like charging source would be like in my dad's car. That's the only thing that had power. Um, I mean, I guess it wasn't that big a deal. But yeah, we couldn't go on like Instagram or like use the internet like whatsoever. But we could call. So my dad calls me and he's like, "Yo, your grandparents are going to his aunt's house, so his grandparents' siblings' house. I think that's how that works." And then they are going to stay there for a couple days while they wait for the power to cut back on. And guess what? Another galaxy brain fucking prophetic moment, right? Me, just the fucking wizard that I am. I go like, nah, I'm gonna stay because I predict the power is going to come back on tonight, right? And mind you, this isn't like some itty bitty storm, right? Like it's a pretty big storm, so a lot of power is going out for long periods of time, right? But like, and you could just say that I just got lucky, which to be fair, I might have, but it's cooler to say I just predicted it because I'm big brain, right? So everyone wanted to go because yeah, they can't live with that power for too long. But I wanted to stay because I thought power was going to come back on that night. And guess who was right? Of course, it was me. Yep. But the power came back on before they left. So nobody left. So yeah, that was cool. And then a couple of days afterwards, I had to buy a new keyboard, right? Because my other keyboard, super ass, right? It had like keys that were double typing, keys that wouldn't type when pressed. Okay, and then for future me, right? If you're watching this, never ever buy a Razer Black Widow V4 ever again, because that keyboard is dog shit. You might think the macro keys on the side are cool, but the Black Widow V1 that you have, right, the Chroma, has lasted you like 5+ years, way better, right? It has the macro keys, maybe one less macro key, but that's totally fine. You didn't use all of them anyway, right? So yeah, and plus this new keyboard I got, pretty cool. It doesn't have macro keys, which is okay, but as far as I know, I mean I've only had it for like a couple days, so for now it's pretty good. There's a lot less customizability than I thought it would have, which is unfortunate, but we'll see as more time goes. And then, right. I had, so like, my birthday's coming up, right? We're coming up on the 52nd episode, and if you didn't know, there's like about 52 weeks in a year, right? So, the 1 year anniversary of these series, which means my birthday. Yeah. Super cool that the incident happened on my birthday, right? Or like near it. So, after my birthday with you, I never really planned on having a birthday by myself again. But here we are. Kinda sucks. No, it really sucks. Not kinda. Yeah, it really sucks. But hey, it is what it is. Um, and then for my birthday, my dad was like, "Yo, you wanna go eat out for your birthday?" And he was like, "What did you do on your birthday?" And I was like, "It didn't pass yet." And he thought it was on the 7th, but it's actually on the 17th. Oh well, not really much. I mean, to be fair, that's a totally reasonable way to forget. And I don't remember anyone's birthdays. I mean, except for yours. But yeah. So, birthday in 2 days. That'll be cool. And today I think we're supposed. Oh, yeah. So, like 3 days ago, I told my dad, like, oh, I like cooking, right? Because I never told him before. And he's like, oh shit, well, I feel like eating homemade food. And so we go to like the local grocery store. We pick up some food. I plan on making some chicken parmesan with Alfredo. I totally forgot the name of the dish. I'm pretty sure it's just chicken Alfredo, but I'm stupid, right? So I make that, and they use, since my like household is like Asian, like really Asian, right? They're like the first generation of people to move over here, but they're like super. I don't know if it's like racist or like anti other cultures, right? But they just don't eat like cheese, fried food, or like anything that's not Vietnamese, Chinese, old people food, right? So only my dad and I and his girlfriend and the kids ate it. So I was cooking up the pasta, and they use. Oh yeah, the point I was getting to before. Right? They use pink Himalayan salt, and I don't use that when I cook. Right? I use just regular kosher salt or regular like table salt, like more than the standard stuff. Right? And that's what I studied on. Right? So I tried cooking with it. I put it about like the same amount that I would with regular salt, and bro, that shit came out salty, and oh my gosh, I was so sad. So sad. There's also I haven't cooked in like a couple months, so that might have also added to that, right? And they don't have a salt box. Like their salt thing has like a little spoon that you kind of like drip it in, which is really bad, mind you, for cooking, right? You usually want to feel the salt with your hands so you can get a good idea of like how much you're putting in and stuff. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, right? The pasta came out perfect, right? It was al dente. It was it was good, and this is an Americanized pasta, right? It's not like a traditional French. I think Alfredo fettuccine Alfredo is French or Italian. It doesn't fucking matter. They're all in that part of the world. Yeah, I get it. I'm American. Who cares? All right. So I'm pretty sure that it's not supposed to be al dente. That's just the Americanized version. So I cook it perfectly, right? Except for the salt levels. That's like the only thing that's fucked up, which is super sad. And what do you call it? It kind of like sat out a bit too long, so the sauce kind of it rendered out too much. What do you call it? I'm blanking. It's not rendering out. It's like reduced. That's the word. Yeah. So it reduced too much. So yeah, and fucking I couldn't add more pasta water to the sauce because fucking somebody already threw out the pasta water. And I get it. You don't like I mean they probably didn't know, right? Oh, they definitely didn't know because the next day I caught her microwaving the sauce with like and it wasn't even sauce. She was just microwaving cream to add to overcooked pasta, and that blew my mind, right? But okay, I'm just ranting about cooking too much now. I'm super sorry. But yeah, I mean, at that moment, I kind of like envisioned like that's what like Italians or French people feel like whenever American people like botch their food, right? But instead, I was feeling that with like American food being botched by a Vietnamese person. It was super surreal. Um, but yeah, for not cooking for a couple months, it was not bad, right? The taste was all there, at least in the pasta. I oversalted the fuck out of the chicken. Super sad about that, but the chicken texture was good. Yeah, and then I get to cook again today and tomorrow, right? Because I'm making some Nashville hot chicken, right? And if you're interested, it's like fried chicken that's hot and it's got pickles on it. Yeah. um. So I'm gonna be making that today and tomorrow. Why 2 days? Is because I have to prep the chicken today, so it has enough time to marinate. I guess. I could do a buttermilk marinade, but I would much rather um do it dry. That's just my personal preference. I might do buttermilk marinade. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Sorry this took so long. I had a lot to say, and my friend is waiting on me because we've been doing daily crosswords. Um, so yeah, I gotta go do that because we haven't done it today. We usually do it like 3 hours ago, but I just woke up recently. So yeah, um, I guess it's time for the meme of the week. Nothing too interesting today, but here you go. How you have this horse who's having a rough time in what looks like a gas station. uh, yeah, I don't know how this horse ended up in this situation. Uh, but damn, that looks rough. uh, yeah. Okay. We can stop looking at that now. um, but yeah. Of course, I miss you a bunch. It's been almost a year now. So, yeah, be safe, take care of yourself, and don't forget about me. Love you lots.